The location of where you plant the bomb in Counter-Strike 2 is extremely important. It can make or break your post plants and make it so that you lose or win crucial rounds to turn the tide of the game in your favor or against you. Today, I'm going to teach you how to play these post plants, where you should be planting the bomb, and specifically some of the strategies we can use based on these bomb plant locations in order to get you those wins that you are looking for. But before we get into the video, guys, let me teach you about the sponsor of today's video. SkinSwap is the sponsor of today's video. They are also kind enough to sponsor you with a free bonus by clicking on the link in the description. SkinSwap is the ultimate place for Counter-Strike 2 and Rust skins, with a massive trading inventory in a top tier marketplace offering the most competitive rates out there. The best part is that you can earn an insane 40% deposit bonus when you use the link in the description. Combine that with the top of the line selling feature, including multiple different cash out methods, and their trading feature, which takes under a minute, and there is absolutely no reason to not sign up with the link in the description. All right, shout out to SkinSwap, amazing company. Let's get right into it. So we're going to use Mirage today as our example. I may do this on other maps too if you guys find this interesting, so make sure you like this video if you enjoy this concept. But planting the bomb is like I said, very important, right? So essentially, I'm going to teach you the default spots to plant on Mirage and how you should play off of it, right? So let's talk about default plant. So usually when you're scaling out a site here, you're going to have, you know, kind of a jungle cross smoke, a stairs smoke, and then maybe a CT smoke, depending on what your strategy is or what you're doing, right? And now with these smokes, it's going to give you cover to plant on the site, right? Now, the safest place to plant on Mirage is this default, right? Now, why is this the safest? Because you can't get spammed really from jungle here, from stairs, and it only exposes you to one side of the map, which is CT, right? And for the rest of this video, just assume smokes are here. If I talk about it, because I just don't want the smokes to get in the way. It means you can only get spam from CT, and it's really easy because you can plant the bomb here, and your teammate with an op or just a rifle can sit here and cover you, or even multiple teammates. Some people up in Palace can cover you. It's very easy to get the bomb down here. Now, with that being said, the bomb being planted on default here is not very advantageous to a lot of positions, right? Anybody playing inside of ramp cannot successfully deny a bomb defuse. Anybody playing, you know, pushed up into these positions here, if you have a mid lurk or you just take control of con and jungle, cannot, you know, get them off the bomb if they're defusing. What this means is if you plant for default, it is extremely good to sit here in Firebox, under Balk, Palace, and also you need to push spawn most of the time if you've planted default. Having this position is solid because you can be here, and if they're trying to defuse, you now have a crossfire with the guys in Palace or the guys in Firebox that you can pinch them from multiple sides while they're trying to defuse the bomb. Now, the second safest spot to plant is on this triple box. You do have to cross here. It's a little dangerous, but again, this is solid and it's better than default. Why? Because we're planting in the open here, and now we unlock ramp. Ramp is now a position we can hold and get them off the bomb if they're defusing. And it's the same situations as before with planting default as far as crossfires and stuff like that. Now we just unlock even more. A safe-ish spot to plant that's still really effective is opposite default. Why is this safe-ish, but you know, not completely safe? It's because you can't be seen from anybody on cat here. A lot of times that's an issue if there's no smokes. You cannot be seen. You can't die here. You can't really be seen from con unless they push up. And, you know, it just limits the angles. I would plant here if you ever have a guy boosted into window and he has jungle control and he's locked down these positions. You know, maybe you have a top con smoke like this. It's extremely solid. Very good plant position. And you can play the post plant from jungle, from like push stairs, from CT, everywhere except pretty much Palace. Palace is still not bad, but you just have to swing all the way out here, so it's a little challenging. Now, let's move on to some of the best positions to plant on A site Mirage. That is opposite, or triple here, side triple, I guess we call it. Planting along this wall, because one, when you plant it, they have to defuse the bomb, right? Obviously. And it's very linear where they can defuse because of this wall. It makes it really easy when they're smoking and trying to, you know, ninja defuse, because from your POV, you know that they cannot be on this side, right? You know that's not an option. So you can sit here and spam so effectively. You know exactly where they're going to be defusing the bomb just based on that information, right? And again, this plant spot now unlocks con as a place to play. Anywhere here. You can play jungle, but just be aware they can defuse around the side of the box there, depending on where you planted. So it's kind of risky-ish. And then ramp is very good. Plant here when you don't want to take CT control, because there's no value of having CT when the bomb's planted here, other than like catching your opponents off and stuff. But yeah, with this plant, you just got to be very cautious of people playing on cat. Like I said, I would not plant there unless you have a smoke up or you have this control, like you split from mid or something. You have information on where the last guys are. And guys, at the end of the day too, information on where the enemies are is going to be very key as well. Say you're coming to site, there's 3 guys left, and your teammates are like, guys, 1 market and 2 are CT. Well, obviously, even if this is smoked here, I'm not gonna plant on side triple, right? All the guys are coming from CT. I'm gonna plant over here, or doing this, and that leads me to our best spot to plant the bomb. It is opposite triple, right here. You have to get right in the corner, and you can actually plant the bomb. Sorry, there we go. We can plant it right here. Now, why is this just the best spot? Man, they have to defuse the bomb looking this way, or down. It's so good. It's so exposed. You can literally play around these angles and catch them off when they're trying to defuse. You can play all the way back here on cat. It's just so challenging for the other team to kill you and to defuse the bomb, because you just have all these different areas where you can play crossfires and wait for the bomb to be defused. And it's very safe when you have connector control and jungle control. Planting here is great. If they're CT, it's so hard for them to... They can spam you, right? They can obviously do that, but it's so hard for them to scale out on you without dying to your teammates. Opposite triple, very good plan. So now that we've talked about A site Mirage, let's go ahead and flip over to B site Mirage now. All right, now that we're over here on B site Mirage, let's talk about the best plant spots, the default spots to plant, and just everything all around. Make sure you guys like this video. Like I said, it means so much to me. Subscribe to my channel for more informational guides like this. So default plant, the safest place to plant is right here on the side of this box. Why? Because you're not exposed to market window, you're not exposed to market door. Generally, when you're coming out of B, you're coming out of apps, you're not, you have teammates coming through here, so you know that you can't die, right? There's lots of pillars in your way, and it's very effective. When you have this bomb planted here, it's great to have a guy stay up here in apps, because he can play around here and stay alive, and when they tap the bomb, he can just swing out here and see if they're on it and back up. And for them to kill him, they literally have to jump up here and try to get him like this, right? So it's just very good to do. When you're playing default like that, it is not the best necessarily to play cat and stuff. You can, just to catch players off, and like I said, depending on where the enemies are, it's going to determine where you should position it. Every round's different, so take it with a grain of salt every time. Doesn't really matter where the bomb's planted sometimes if you can just get the kill. That's default. That is like where you should be planting in games if you take sight, so you don't look like a noob. The best places to plant are going to be up here, like cat 1. You can plant here, right? If you want to plant for apartments and cat, this is such a good place, because look, your teammates can swing out here and shoot somebody defusing the bomb. Another good spot is here, but look, you can't see from apps, right? So these 2 cat plant spots are both very different depending on how you're going to play the post plant, right? Generally, you should just plant here if you're planning for cat. This is like by far the better one, but sometimes it's just situations are weird and planting here might be better. I don't know. If you plant here though, you can see from market door. So if you have teammates that are pushing into market, actually this is probably better than planting here. So it just depends on the situation, what you want to do. But yeah, if someone says plant for cat, that's what this means. A no-no is literally ever planting here. There's like rarely any situation where planting the bomb here is going to be the play. There's just no reason, right? It is great because like if you play it here, it's exposed to window, cat, and apps if you have that control. But at that point, like there's just no reason, guys, right? There's literally no reason to do that. And I've rarely ever seen in a professional play, and even just in FPL games and other stuff, ever see someone plant there. One situation I did see is where somebody was in a 1v1. They knew the guy was apartments and they had to get the bomb done fast. So he planted here because it's safe to apartments. So I guess that is a situation where planting on this box is very good. Now, lastly, we're going to talk about planting for market. If your teammates take market control, say there's people cat that you have to worry about, planting here is great. You can do this when you have a flank coming through market, you've cleared out all this area, you know everything's good, because now you can sit here and play the post plant from market, right? You can just sit here and do this, have your crossfires from here, and you know the bomb's exposed to that angle. If you're in a pinch, I've seen players plant here a lot. It's not a good place to be in though. This spot is like desperation. You are covered from these walls, but you're not escaping. A lot of times when you're planting there, you're pinned down, right? You have a guy here pinning you down, and you're just trying to get the bomb off. So this is viable, but you're probably gonna die once you get this down. So just keep that in mind. It's just not a great place, but the bomb does get planted there quite a bit. So yeah, I hope you guys found this guide very helpful. Now you know where you should be planting on Mirage. You can reference this video when you're playing pugs or matchmaking games and your teammates are yelling at you because you didn't plant the bomb in the right spot. It's all about learning and playing the post plants and figure out each situation. Every round's different, like I said, and it's just going to be different every time you try to plant the bomb and where you should, but a lot of you guys are lost on when you should be doing it, and hopefully this gave you some insight. Let me know what map you guys want to see next, if this is something people want to watch. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out, I guess. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been posting videos every single day in 2023. We're almost at 2024, and I can't believe we've made it this far. And I'm going to close the year out strong, and your support means everything. So thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's keep grinding, and I hope to see you guys at the top one day with me. So I'll catch you all later. Peace out.